Hey there, friends. I'm WAP bringing you another episode of Yinsology, the study of everything Pittsburgh. Well, hey there, Yinsers. Hey there, friends. How did we get here? How did we end up at this point in time with this video, a Stanley Lunchbox, and how it all ties into the city of Pittsburgh? You've got to start with part one. Then when you're done with part one, go and watch part two. Then part three, and then part four. And you'll realize how we ended up here with this video. Two reasons why I wanted to make another Stanley Lunchbox. Number one, I had a lot of fun. I had so much fun that I wanted to do it again. And number two, this video, out of all the videos we've done, has reached over 30,000 views. And for our small mom and pop, little small town, little YouTube channel, that is huge for us. So I said, hey, let's do another one. So you'll remember in our last video, we did the EDC, the Everyday Coffee Kit. And it contained everything we needed to make coffee or hot tea, a hot beverage. Now our next one is the EDC Everyday Cook Kit. This is all you need to take with you to cook a meal. And so we're going to take a look at what's inside this beautiful Stanley Lunchbox. All right, here we go. Now you'll notice right away now a little disclaimer for you jagoffs out there that like to put negative comments down below. Please don't do that. All right, listen, this is not for the long distance hiker. This is not for the mountaineer. This is not for the trailblazer who's going out and humping like 10, 12 miles a day on the Appalachian Trail. No. This is not what this is. Too heavy, too bulky. It's not what this is for. This is ideal for the weekend warrior, the day tripper, the car tripper. Hey, let's jump in the car and go somewhere for a day. And maybe you want to cook something, a home cooked meal on the beach, or in the mountains, or a picnic. Maybe you're a road warrior. Maybe you're a turnpike troubadour, where you're on the road a lot, maybe because of your job, and you're getting tired of Sheetz and Wawa, and I don't know how you get tired of Buc-ee's, but maybe you're just tired of fast food and you want a home-cooked meal. You stop at a rest stop, you pull this out of your trunk, and you're making a home-cooked warm meal in no time. You're thinking, well, why not just bring a camping stove like a Coleman or a jet fuel or even a Blackstone? And yeah, you could do that. But then if you just wanted everything smaller and compact, or if you wanted this in addition to your cook stove, that's, whatever. That's what this is for. It's for your car, mainly for your car or your truck. If you just want to go, and it's tied in with, you're going to tie this in with a cooler or a little refrigerator. And you're going to have your cooler and you're going to have your cook kit. And with those two items, you can cook a meal anywhere you go. This is supposed to be fun. All right, this is one of the main reasons I'm doing this. Okay, it's a lot of fun to be like, imagine the lunchbox, and it doesn't have to be a Stanley lunchbox. And that is the joy of putting the pieces together like maybe Tetris or Jenga, and just deciding how things are going to work together. And the lunchbox is your canvas. All right, and so you're Bobby Ross. All right, you're going to put your little happy trees where you want your trees. It doesn't have to be set up this way. You get to be MacGyver or MacGruber, whatever you want to be. Let's go ahead and dive into all the hidden gems into this mess kit. And one more disclaimer is that I'm not very good at providing links down in the description for every product that we're going to go over. I'm going to do my best to explain to you where I got it and try to give you an idea of how much, But you know, prices change and stores close. Most of this stuff was Amazon. Some of it's I already had laying around. So one thing you'll notice different about this one and the coffee kit is that I don't have anything stored in the dome, in the lid, because I went high. You know, this is a strategic decision that you're going to have to make. If you want to bulk up down here, you're not going to be able to store anything in the lid. If you watch some of the videos I put in the description, you'll notice oftentimes they'll keep a lot of this down near the line of the lunchbox and they'll store things up in the lid. Now, before we dive in, I have to give a shout out to Shoestring Martha, who's a very creative lady who likes to save money, and she's really handy with being able to make things herself. I'll put the link in the description. You want to check out her videos. And then another shout out goes to Sir Camp-A-Lot. Camp-A-Lot is a fellow who likes to go car camping with his family, and they're just beautiful, well done, high-end camping videos, very relaxing. I think you'll really enjoy them. They like to sport around the very high-end, expensive Snow Peak products, and I believe they live near Seattle, Washington. Not only do they camp as a family, but they also get together with a wide community, mostly Asian folks. They get together and they all collectively come together with all their Snow Peak gear and camp together as a community. And again, I'll put the link down in the description. I think you're really going to enjoy those videos. First and foremost, some WINDSOR out there, a couple years back, somehow discovered that the IKEA Aptelig wooden cutting board that's worth about $5 fits perfectly in a Stanley dome lid lunchbox. Now you have a cutting table or something to set your items on right here. Like this mini cast iron Lodge frying pan. To go along with the cast iron mini stove is the Lodge pot holder. So it's not really made for this little one, but it works. All right, the next item is a Cuisinart knife that I stole from our kitchen. We've had this for years. I have no idea where we got this from. Next item we have is the full WINDSOR MAGWARE, and this is magnetic flatware for camping. Comes in a little Velcro pouch, and they come in a variety of colors, and like the little pouch suggests, they are magnetic. Next item we have is, we talked about nesting, how important nesting is in a Stanley lunchbox or anytime you're camping. Nesting is when, like little nesting Russian dolls, you put one item in another item into another item. This Stanley cook set is designed to nest various items within itself. I found this with my wife at a store called HomeSense. I don't know. It's normally, you're not going to find it there because it's normally not the type of product that they sell. Normally they sell a lot of a variety of products, but they're mostly like houseware, chuggy stuff. Squeeze the handle to move it, and then it locks into place. And it has, look, check that out. It has holes for straining. So check this out. You have these plastic lids, and they actually go to plastic bowls that are inside. Then it also comes with this handy dandy, it folds up. Once you put all this together, you've got yourself a ladle, spatula, Look at that. That's like a weapon. Look at this. It's amazing. Will you look at that? Maybe you're with a friend and you want to go big. You want to go soup, mac and cheese, maybe a stew. Or maybe you're by yourself and you can get away with using something smaller, frying something up. And so you have options. So the next thing we want to talk about is how we're going to cook this. You know, we need some sort of heat source, and there's a lot of different options. And I decided to try out, and I couldn't believe I got this to fit in the box. But this is a mini solo stove. The stove comes with its own holder, which is very nice. It sits on there because it does get hot. And I've nested within the solo stove some wood, salt and pepper, lighter. Remember these lighters? Go check out, if you haven't seen, our Zippo lighter made in Bradford, PA. And then as an option, say it's cold and wet and raining and you don't want to mess with the mini solo stove and paper and wood, I've also put in here a tiny little rocket pocket type to ignite some butane. I went ahead and got these on Amazon, but they are made and designed to go together. There's a little notch and they just make an X. See? And you take that X and now you've got yourself a nice place to start cooking. What I believe is the game changer in the camping world, or glamping, or car camping, is this pie iron or sandwich maker. And here's the thing. Unlike the old days, remember the old ones where they were like this long and they were cast iron and they were heavy? This one's a little lighter and it folds up. So check this out. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You can take it and just use half of it, and now you've got yourself another skillet. Jimmy Two Time would love the knowing that you could make a dessert out of you know, apple pie filling or cherry pie filling, or there's a bunch of recipes for pie iron desserts, pie iron sandwiches, and the ideas are endless. So the idea is that you've got your workstation here. You can put your cooking elements here on this side, and you're on your way.